Hello my friends and welcome back to the bench. Today we're going to be testing Green Stuff World Maxx Darth. Now that's a name. This is the Blackest Black according to Green Stuff World. It comes in a bigger bottle. I only got the small one. I just wanted to test it out and compare it to flat blacks, which I have a bunch of spoons that have already been sprayed flat black. We're going to brush some on and we're going to airbrush this. And we will compare it to the other Blackest Blacks I have here. I have Black 3.0. I don't have 4.0. Unfortunately, I don't even use the 3.0. But we'll compare it to that. And right here, Musso Black, which I also tested a couple of years ago. So I think we'll brush all three spoons here and see what we get. But for airbrushing, I'm going to airbrush this onto this Gunpla base. One of my favorite custom Gunplas was sitting on this. I put a coating of a primer over it. It used to be blue. And we'll spray that using my airbrush. And then we're going to look at how dark it actually is using the Darth Max Fabric Backdrop. The Blackest Black Fabric. So it absorbs 99.9% of light. And what we're going to do is we're going to unroll this about an extra large size, and then we're going to put the stand against the backdrop of that and put the Gundam on it, and we'll see if it disappears and it looks like the Gundam is actually floating in the air when you take your picture, because the black should absorb the other black into the background. And that's what we're going to do. In the background, you'll see what is coming up. I'm working on a gold and silver Gaia test. That's why you see them lined up. This is my my black and blue. 2 restocks. I think the second restock is also almost gone. We will be steadily restocking these, probably on a weekly basis. It's become a popular color. Also, more colors in that lineup are coming very soon. Actually working on a red and a green as we speak. And if you see my airbrush holder here, I'll have more info on this probably by the next video where you guys can purchase this. A loyal follower to the channel. I believe he 3D printed these or resin printed these. Look at that. They're beautiful. And he has them for all the airbrushes in the gallery lineup. This one says Barbatos-Rex. And also they have one that just says Swallowtail and the Morpheus and all their other ones that gallery sells. But isn't that awesome? You don't... Check that out. And that's another way of using a stand other than the ones that were released alongside my Swallowtail. Now, as I said, I will have info on this probably in the next video. I'm working with him now as a means to how to set up ordering, and if you guys want to get one, and we'll work that out in the next video. If you show any interest, that'd be awesome. Such a great guy to do this for me. But I asked if he could do it for you guys, and he said he would. So that info is coming up. But for now, let's go ahead, make sure this 4E's paint mixer is on. And let's mix this up. Now I can't see in the bottle obviously because it's too black. It's the Blackest Black. Wow, that's weird. It's so weird. On camera it looks so slow, but in person you can't see that spinning. It's the frame rate of the camera that does it. I got a new camera coming too very soon, hopefully. Okay, now here's what we're going to thin it with. I don't have their thinner. I might have their thinner, but it might be put away. So we're going to use this acrylic thinner, this universal thinner I get on Amazon. It's pretty good. It even works with Vallejo. So I do like this thinner. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to brush it on without thinning it. So let's pick a spoon here. I got them all labeled. That's Max. And the other two. Let's bring these out. Let's go ahead and open this up for the first time. Man. There we go. Good cap you got there, guys. Wow. All right. Let's see how thick this is. Wow. It is thick. I think I got to thin it. I won't be able to even brush this on. Look. Oh, man. So let's thin this out a little bit. Hold on. I put a stopper on my cap here. 1 second. I got it. Sometimes I keep these little cardboard stoppers in between the top and the rest of the thinner. So let's go ahead and put some in here. I want to brush this. I don't want to make it that thin. So let's see what this looks like. Wow. Yeah, well, it blends nice. That is a good consistency for brushing it on. Let's go ahead and brush that on. Let me get a wide brush here. Use my Model Master. Yes. And let's go to town. I'll have to let this dry to its full darkness. Brush is pretty good. All right. So let's go ahead and let that dry nice and smooth. Look at that. All right. I will brush these other two on. I got them both labeled. Yep, 3.0 Mosu. All right. So we'll do that now off camera. And then, as I pause this, I'll meet you at the booth. While these are drying, we'll airbrush this base. And then we'll come back with everything dry, and we'll just see how black this Blackest black is. All right, let's trying to find a way that we can hold this damn thing, and it's going to be tricky. I'll be honest with you, this is going to be tricky. Let's try going across like this. Yeah, maybe we can go like that. I went with the fan cap because I got such a wide surface here. Oh, forgot about the back, see? And this is really good acrylic. It comes right off with hot water and soap. So I wasn't worried too much about a glove on this one. Any spots I notice that is missing, I'm going to go ahead and just brush it on. I guess I could have just brushed this on anyway, but I like to airbrush, so. I will let this sit. I'll come back for another hit. All right. Oh, got to refill the cup anyway. All right. I might just hit this again off camera, and then we'll just go back and we'll put this under the lights and see how black it really is. All right, here we are back at the bench, and we got some results here to go over, and I think we'll compare it to some old flat black that I tested not too long ago. Well, not too long ago. Might have been over a year, at least a year. But this we're going to test with the, we're going to put one of my Gundam kits on this, and we're going to put it with that black backdrop and see how it absorbs. It kind of didn't paint too well. There's some white spots. I guess if I went over it again, but the real test would be the spoon to see how black it is. And it's pretty impressive. It's really, really one of the better super blacks I've tested. All right, so here is the Musou. A Musou right here, right? Yep, Musou. And the Musou is still a bit blacker. See it? It absorbs a bit more. Not very durable. I can't even touch any of these. They'll all flake off. These don't have any durability at all. If you're going to paint something, you got to just let them go, put them out. You can't coat them with anything. You lose the ability of having the super ultra flat black. So this is it, and I know none of them are durable. This is black 3.0, not good. I even did this. I got an old test spoon over here. I'll pull it out in a second. It did the same thing. It got this pooling and this white, the one I did about 2 years ago. So that must be a trait. Maybe you could put another layer, but they now have black 4.0, and I'm guessing they're closer to this now because the difference is it's quite noticeable right there. So we will pull that out of the way. That is that has been surpassed. This is the brushed on Green Stuff World. It's got a little bit of a shine to it. I guess it would need another layer, another coating, but this is pretty good. And there's some brush strokes here. Can you see the brush strokes? So, but I did airbrush this once, but it was a little tricky. It's very thick. There it is. It's hard to see because it's the Blackest black. But nice big jar. I don't even know what this costs because they sent me this. This just appeared in my mailbox one day. But this is what I want to see, how it looks, how it absorbs when we put a Gundam on this with the background. We're going to put the, I call it a background, but the fabric backdrop that they sent. We'll do that in a second. But let's test it against some of these flat blacks. Let's get most out of the way. So, mission. See, they all have a shine to them. Here's testers. They're all labeled testers. Here's the 3.0. There it is. I told you it did the same thing. See it? So we know that doesn't work. Gaia. Oh, Gaia. Is that semi-gloss? It says flat black. Wow. I got to retest that. What happened there? Enamel. Oh, Tamiya enamel. Here we go. But can you see how it absorbs the light? It's just, it's on a whole other level. I'm going to go through all these, but I'm telling you the difference. Game Air. Game Air is pretty good. Look at that. From Vallejo. Not bad. I mean, it's got that shine to it, but as a flat black, I kind of like that. Vallejo spray can. Also nice. Vallejo doing all right here. Mr. Color. That's nice and even. I mean, again, that's not quite semi-gloss. This is, if I didn't hold this up and held up all these flat blacks, you'd think it is flat black, you know. And I had a painter tell me once the difference between flat and matte. And I forgot which is less shiny. I think it's matte, but I gotta make sure on that. What do we have here? Tamiya. This is the Tamiya lacquer. See how they'll have that sheen to it. This is aqueous. AK. Oop, this one got beat up a little bit. But same thing. Keep going here. What do we have here? Model Air. Same thing. Display. Oop, that ate the spoon. That's awful. Display. Yep, display. Model Master. There we go. Nice and even. They don't make it anymore. Was a good paint. Krylon. Camouflage. Flat black. Same thing. That got beat up. That's more durable than that. What do we got here? Tamiya XF in the jar. Well, that's not bad. I mean, it's not in this level, but that's pretty good. Testers in the little square jar. Same thing. What we got here? Tamiya spray can. And Pro Acryl Coal Black. Oh, hey, this is the closest. Yeah, it's very rough, too. Look at that. That's pretty close, huh? Pro Acryl. I got a Pro Acryl rack that just came in. I'll be showing that soon. Also fits Gaia, which we will feature in this review coming up. That's the closest I've seen. Coal Black by Pro Acryl. Again, it's on another level, though. These are on a whole other level. All right, let's get these out of the way. A big stack of flat black spoons here. Well, here's what we're gonna do. I got a little photo booth. I'm gonna try and fit it on my bench here. We're gonna unfold this, and we're gonna put it into the booth and see how that works. Let's take a look at this. Oh, that's not the. Oh, it's the inside. All right. Oh, there it is. There it is. Pretty much felt, I guess. Right? Wow, look at that. Hey, let's try the test of holding up the spoon to it. Ready? Ah, too much light. Let's get the light out of here. Nah, it doesn't really absorb it. The light still hits it. But anyway, we'll test it anyway. From a distance, I'll come back a little bit and I'll turn off the bright lights and see if we can take a nice photo using this. That's what the test is for. And I'm not a photographer, unfortunately, so we'll do the best we can with this camera that I'm using. Let me pause this, move this camera back a little bit, and I'll set up my little photo booth and let's see what we get. All right, guys, here we are. I got my photo booth here, and the piece isn't big enough to. It's a big photo booth, actually, bigger than I thought it was. It doesn't quite disappear as I was hoping, but you get the idea. I guess if you guys got the proper camera, and maybe if this was a little darker, we could get it to disappear. See it? And I'm thinking with trick photography here. I'm only using my Galaxy phone here, which is a great camera. Let's try and go with, see if I have black light. I have a black light here. Let's see if that glows this guy up a bit. Check that out. So I'm thinking proper lighting might change it all, you know. But I thought it would have been a little more disappear. Let's see if there's a flap in the top here for light to come in. Let's see what that does. Yeah, I think with proper lighting, we could actually get that stand to disappear. You know, I'm holding the black light on different angles here. That's what I'm doing. But little bit of a letdown. I would, let me put this light out. There we go. But I think with the, yeah, it might be my camera too, but I think it's not as dark as I was hoping. But still a really dark paint. See if we get the lighting just right, you can almost get it to disappear. And I think if we put it on certain angles, we can actually cover most of the stand. And then you got your guy kind of flying through the air there, so to speak. And that was that's the purpose of it, you know, of the black drop in that. But yeah, I mean, here is the spoon. So in normal lighting, we can get it to disappear the further in we get it. But hey, it's not bad. It's a nice dark paint. It goes on good. It goes on better than the other two that I actually have. And I will put a link below to it. I do like Green Stuff World quite a bit. And this thinned really well with the acrylic paint thinner that I got here on... Hold on, let's pull out a bit. There we go. On Amazon. I'll put a link to this below too. This works with everything, including Vallejo, which is pretty shocking. Nothing works with Vallejo. But yeah, there you go. A simple test. I'm always curious about these super black paints, but I know none of them are durable. But I was hoping for a little darker, and I didn't quite get it. But like I said, it could be trick photography. I think if I took a picture of this, and I can erase that out much easier, and then you got your guy floating there in a battle sequence as if he's in space, you know. But my photo booth probably isn't handling this too great either. But hey, there you go. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for the test, for the views. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I have a lot of tests coming up, including behind him, those Gaia. That's coming up probably on Sunday. I'm hoping to do that test next. And then I'm going to be testing, we're going to paint a car body using my new paint. And then I have more new paints to come out very soon, probably within a week, when I have more colors in that new lineup of my paints to go along with the black and blue. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Subscribe if you haven't already. We aim for 2 videos a week. And leave a comment below if you have any questions. And if you guys have any solutions to how I get this photography just right, I would appreciate that too. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you over the weekend. God bless. Have a great day.